Hello, a very good morning to you, and thank you for joining me live on What My Media. I'm Dr. Kish and I just wanted to do a quick post really about a breaking story. I saw it first thing this morning when I was reviewing the papers and the news, as I always do, and it's a really, really important story. And the reason it's important and I'd expect everybody to potentially not want to think about it, but the reason why it's really important is because everybody will be affected by this, whether it be ourselves or friends or family, and these are things that are exacerbated by the pandemic. So 16 people joined already. Thank you so much. If you could please like, share, comment, get in the comments below. Tell me where you're from. Tell me if you've seen this story as well. This is only going to be a 5-minute video, then I've got to go. But the story is about cancer research, and it's about an innovative breakthrough in cancer research where tiny pill cameras that can film tumours in the gut are to be trialled within the NHS. So these are capsule cameras that are basically allow doctors to look for early cases of bowel cancer without carrying out invasive hospital procedures. This is so important when we know that access to our healthcare systems globally, not just the NHS, but obviously NHS for the UK, but access to healthcare systems globally are going to be under pressure and severe and limited. And an important thing for any of the 38 people watching, just as you're waking up, I don't know why it's black and white, sorry about that. But for the 38 people that are watching so far, thank you as you're joining us. And if you could tell somebody about this story today, it could help them. And the reason being is lots of people want to ignore cancer, and lots of people will get warning signs such as blood in the stool, or your poo, or unexplained weight loss or abdominal pain. These are symptoms that should not be ignored, and pandemic or no pandemic. The trouble is, because lots of people are not accessing healthcare at the moment, they run the risk of getting quite unwell quite quickly. Hello, Louise. Good evening. So 40 people watching. Tell me where you are, where you're from. Share. Please get this message out to as many people as possible. Morning, Pooja. How you doing? And I'm just going to go through this a little bit more. This thing is called pill cams, which is quite a clever name because there's a little medical pun in there, but I won't bore you with that in terms of this audience. And they're encapsulated in a capsule that make them easier to digest. And it's hoped one day these things could replace more. It is hoped one day that, and diarrhea, thank you, Michael, any unexplained change in bowel habit or weight loss, to be fair, Michael, so yes, thank you, that's very good. These things one day could in fact replace more invasive, morning Kirsty, hello, how you doing? These things could replace more invasive methods of screening. Around 11,000 patients across England will take part in the initial trial in more than 40 areas of the country. Professor Peter Johnson, the NHS Clinical Director for Cancer, hopes the new technology will save lives. He goes on to say, every year in England we diagnose around 42,000 people with bowel cancer. That's more than 100 people a day. We think this camera test might be a better option than waiting for a normal colonoscopy, said Prof Johnson. I don't know, have you had an endoscopy? Probably not the best way to start your morning unwarned. Hello, I'm Kishan. Have you had an endoscopy? I don't know, maybe you have. Southwest of England, my hubby in his 60s just had bowel cancer tests through the post. Dawn. Oh, yes, brilliant. Less invasive tests and screening. Brilliant for the more embarrassing conditions. So true, Dawn. Hello. Welcome to the page. You're not a familiar name, so thank you. If I haven't seen you before, I apologise. But 100%, these less invasive screening tests are so vital. I wonder if I can turn that off, actually. It's a bit, I don't know why. Sorry, I've got a funny colour to it. But anyway, so really important. And it goes on and it says, the cameras take 2 pictures per second as the capsule travels through the digestive system. The images are then stored in a data recorder that the patient carries around in a bag. Procedure can also screen for Crohn's disease, which is an inflammatory bowel disease where that can be very debilitating and make people very unwell. Mariam Rad put off having a doctor examine her for 2 years, despite suffering from stomach pains and acid reflux, worrying it was a sign of cancer. And worrying it was a sign of cancer. She had previously had an endoscopy where a tube with a camera was inserted into her throat. Can also be known as topping and tailing. I'll let you leave that to your imagination for those of you who haven't had an endoscopy as to what that is. She says, the feeling of gagging is really just horrible. It's not a very good experience, to be honest with you. The capsule camera was a game changer for Ms. Rad. The whole process was so smooth and so comfortable. It was literally pain-free. And then look at that. That's a little photo. It's not just, you can't really get the scale of it, but it's so small. Ms. Rad was extremely relieved to learn that she didn't have cancer, but so many people are not so lucky. Around 16,600 people die from bowel cancer every single year in the UK, according to Cancer Research UK. Another cancer charity doing great work, just like Macmillan. For those of you that have seen my, Amelia's guest lecture, really, at Hull York Medical School, reach out, message me, and I can let you know about how to get access to parts of that we're allowed to publish. So, early diagnosis is key to survival. We know that people are out there. They may well have early symptoms, aches and pains, bloating in the stomach, blood in their poo, and they haven't come forward, says Professor Johnson. Waiting lists for colonoscopy procedures are long, but this new technology allows patients to take charge of their screening from home, taking some pressure of an NHS that's already been stretched to breaking point. These minuscule cameras could help reduce wait times and catch cancers early, when they're easier to treat. So thank you so much for watching. I'm a little bit over 5 minutes, so I'm sorry about that, but it's an important topic, important subject. If anything that we've covered today rings bells for you or a loved one, I would really, really like you to reach out to your GP. They are open for business. They're doing so much stuff virtually, and they are available for you to go and see them safely. It could just save your life or one of your loved ones' lives. So it's really, really important. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day. If you could please share this video around to as many people as you can. Even tag people in the comments. This evening, I will check in on the comments, and I'll also get members of the team to look at them throughout the day as well. So, thank you very much. Have a lovely day, and I will see you guys soon, no doubt. Cheers. Take care. See you in a bit.